Surprise! It's been a long time. My girls are going to be excited. I told them I'd let them know when I go live, but that makes me a little more nervous. So I've been waiting on my Sheer Joy to come in because I've been really trying to go light on the foundation, but it has not made it in yet. So I've sort of concocted me up a little bit of the Perfect 10 with a little bit of Glow Lotion. If I can find it, what I do with it. Here it is. A little bit of Glow Lotion, and I even added one little drop of beauty oil just because I don't want it to be heavy. And I am still healing from these. Let's get zoomed in a little better. I'm still healing from having these 2 spots frozen from the dermatologist. So you definitely don't want to put a whole lot of makeup on when you got little scabby places. But they're healing up really good. But this looks like it'll be pretty sheer. It's summertime. We don't want a lot. We don't want a whole lot. We just want to look a little better. I'll try to do this side. If you hop on, say hello so I can see if my comments are working. If you come back to watch the replay, just comment replay. Not a whole lot, just a little improvement. We'll just do a little all over and then we may add a little. I'm just really trying. Might have done too much right there. Trying to keep it summery looking, you know? I'm gonna do my nose last since I've got those spots. Just a little under the eye. If you watched my stories, I think they should have all posted by now. And you saw my my skincare routine for today and what I've already done to get prepped. Now I'm gonna lightly tap over these spots. You don't want to put anything real heavy on a bobo. And I'm not going to use concealer today. I'm going to use a brightener. I'm loving, really loving. It's just enough to color correct. Let me look up close, see if I'm blended. I think it's pretty blended. Still pretty sheer, because you can tell around my eyes. And I got so much left. And if we want some more, we'll add a little more. But I really want to try and keep it as natural as possible. I've really been liking that. So I'm going to use the Lighten Up. This is by Beauty Society. I'll use my finger. Hey, Megan. Thank you, girl, for hopping on. This is my first time on live in probably 6 months. Look how much better that looks, but it's still really sheer. We're going to do my lid too, because I obviously need it. Keep it really, really light. I did put a little bit of gel on my brows to kind of let them have time to set. Just a clear gel to push them up. Like I said, this is not really a concealer. It's just a thin color corrector. And it does, you can see the difference, but it's just not anything heavy. And, you know, I told y'all the other day, I'm really, really, really trying to change up. I'm not as coordinated with this finger. change up the application of my makeup just because I'm getting older and the heavier it is, you know, sometimes it doesn't look so great. I think we got just enough. Like I said, I don't want to put a whole lot of anything on those spots because they are healing. I'm gonna put a little on the end of my nose, just a little bit right through here. Thank you, Megan. You inspire me every day. If I had a brain like yours, Megan gets on here and she can teach. Well, she's a teacher. Man, she's something. All right. We're going to go with that for now. Going to go with that for now. All right, let's do... I'm really loving this color Rye in the contour because it is so sheer, and that's kind of what we're going for, is more of a sheer look. My hair, I was just thinking, my stylist is going to be, she's going to ask me what the heck happened to your hair, but it's the pool. It's the chlorine. But I go see her Wednesday, so maybe she can get me looking a little better. But I'm not passing up these summer days to be out in the pool. Look at my hair sticking to my face. There we go. There it is. Don't pull it out, though. We don't have that many. We don't pull none of them out. All right. I love going live, but when you take some time off, it's kind of hard to push that button. I said, we're just going to do it. We're just going to rip off the Band-Aid. Because it's a whole lot easier to do this than try to create a reel and edit it and post it. Like, that's a pain in the ever-loving behind. If you've ever done that, you know. All right, so look how pretty that is. That's Peony. Oh, that's a highlighter. Isn't that pretty? That's Regal. I've got these sitting upside down. I'm going to end up spilling them out. These are refillable too. This is Vacation. Isn't that pretty? Oh. So it's kind of a highlighter too. It's a highlighter and a blush, I think. Let's see. I'm going to do a little bit. I probably need to use my brush. Yeah, let me get it on with my brush. These are such pretty summer colors. And I did finally get new contacts. That's been another thing. Part of my problem was I could not see. I got to where I could not see. I couldn't see looking into the camera to tell if I had blended. I couldn't see looking into the mirror unless it was just right here. So these contacts are definitely improved. I'm not really going to get the vision I want until I can have cataract surgery, and I'm just not quite eligible yet. But they're coming. And then we'll kind of just to give us a little bit of that flushed look. I'm gonna wait on the highlighter. I'm not ready for that yet. Let's do a little under eye powder. I'm gonna use that was well, it was these two combined. So this is the blush, this is Peony. You'll have to tell me. So Vacation, is Vacation actually in the highlighter section or is it with the blush? Let me see if I can read it. It just doesn't say on here. It's just a luminous glow. So this is a luminous glow. Yeah, and this is the blush. So pretty. Hey, Jen. My girl. Girl, it's the first time I've been live in probably 6 months. It's kind of nice to be back. I enjoy it. I'm not good at making reels like you are. Those reels are a lot of work. All right, I'm going to use this. This is L'Oreal Infallible. This is the Blurfection. I'm really liking it. I've got it in both the vanilla color and this pink. I'm going to use the pink today since I'm wearing pink. And yep, girl. Ooh, that looks good. I said this is, yes, they are so much easier. They're easier than stories. Well, not really. Stories are easy. All right. That's the L'Oreal. That's in the, what do they call that one? I don't know. I can't read it. My eyes are better, but they're not that good. But anyway, it's the pink. Well, girl, go watch my stories. You'll see everything I did to get so glowy. That's what I said. I do it all. All right, so we've kind of set around our eyes, right between the eyes. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm having the hardest time with is figuring out really what I want to do with my eyebrows, because it's time for a change, and I've been trying to match some different brow colors. So I got a couple in the mail from e.l.f. and I don't know if they'll work. One is a taupe and one is a light brown, and I'm gonna try the taupe first because it's a little bit lighter, but it's more neutral than, say, a blonde. A blonde does not work at all because my brows are dark, but they're sparse, as you can see. They are sparse. So, and I got this micro tip. I think that's going to help me. This little micro tip. That's another thing. I haven't been able to see to do my brows. Like, it was getting rough. I kind of like the taupe. I think that's, we may do a little bit of the brown here towards the back end. But I don't like them to be, you know, excessively dark up here. But we need to be about right there. Look at there. I like that. I like that. Look at there. Okay. I like my little $6 pen. $6 or $7. This is a good one. I like it. I'll have to see if I can get this in my TikTok shop. So with my contacts, my doctor decided, since I have chronically dry eyes, and I have started the Infuse, and I really feel like the Infuse is helping me a lot with not only my skin, but it's helping with my eyes. But we also went to the daily contacts. Instead of changing them out once a month, I'm changing them out every day, and that has helped a lot. My brow naturally comes way down here, and I just kind of, I don't pluck it out, because if you keep plucking it, it won't grow back. But I do take my little razor and I shave the tail off, because it's gotten lower and lower. So I shave the tail off a little bit. I like that. Now, I'm terrible on this side. I'm not good at all. My light just went out. There we go. Oh, my little overhead light went out. It might, the battery's probably, it's probably not going to stay on. I wonder if I could plug it up. Let me see if it'll reach. We'll see if I can plug that up, because that little light makes a big difference. Let me see. We're gonna have to unplug another light. Let's see. Hold on, let me look. Let me see which one that's gonna, no, I want that one for sure. I need that one on. I have so many lights. All right, let's let go of that one and see if I can plug this one in. Okay, let's turn it back on. Okay, because that helps. Helps you to be able to see better, helps me to be able to see better. All right. Try not to get in your way where you can see. But this little micro tip, I really like. That's what I've really needed to keep this more natural looking. So I can just put a few little strokes instead of filling them all the way in. Okay, I like that. I like this color. I would have never bought this color, but I was reading and read that this is the most universal color. But you know, online the colors look different, but I think it looks good. It's not too dark. It's not orangey looking. And if y'all don't have a little Taylor mirror, y'all, these mirrors are unbelievable. They light up. They got a 10-time magnification here and just a regular here. So good. But look at those brows. I'm excited. I like them. I like them. I'll be ordering some more of these pencils. For sure. Now see, with a good brow, you don't have to overdo the shadow, the eyeshadow. I'm trying to decide. I still think, because I want to keep things kind of summery and natural looking, I'm just going to use my my earth tone palette. I still, like I said, I don't have some of my little shadow sticks that I bought. I don't have them in yet. I'm going to use my concealer brush to use this all over natural color so I can press it and really get a good base. Yeah. I'll do that on both sides. Just really been trying to come up with an everyday makeup look that you can wear with any color for the summer, you know. Something you would throw on really fast, and I think keeping it with just neutrals is kind of the way to go with that. Now, I could definitely come up with something cute and pretty with this little pink, but we're just going to try and keep it neutral. I'm gonna go in with this camel shade. Be sure you tap it off. Now normally, I'm gonna try to, what am I trying to say? I normally really concentrate heavy on the outside and darken that. I'm trying to just do a more just a faded up look, soft look. So I'm gonna go over the whole eye and I'm just gonna bring it really high up, and I'm gonna use my brow to brow, like the front to the tail, just kind of as my guide, leaving that bright spot up there. And that's just to kind of sweep it up. Does that make sense? Is to keep my hood from looking so heavy. Now I'm gonna bring it down on the lid and just take a really soft blending brush and blend it back out. And I can always, if I ever feel like it's just a little too much, I can always go back in with this shade, go back over it and lighten it up. So we're gonna go over this side, do the same thing. I'm up here on my brow bone and I'm going above, and I'm using the front to the tail of my brow as my guide. That's how I want it shaped. And then I'm coming down here. We want to keep it. Right now we're going to use this gold champagne color. And I'm going to use a brush like this. It's like a sponge. It'll just pick up a little more of the product. Instead of losing it all over the place, you know, if you dust it with a regular brush. And we're not going heavy. See how it picks it up. Just dust it off. And I'm going to use this angled brush on the other end. It's on the other end. And I'm going to go in. I'm just going to mix these two colors and just sort of shade underneath my lower lash line a little. Just going into both of them. I have not been able to look into the camera and see in so long. It's so nice to be able to see. Now, the dark color, I'm just going to use that sort of like an eyeliner. Just going to use this angled brush. We're just going to just very soft, very minimal. Make sure I get right up next to the lash line. See, very minimal. And just using the leftover. Now, let's I'll take a little of this highlighter and just use my finger. Just a little bit. And then I bought this through Essence. This is such a pretty, it's very translucent. It's a glitter, but it's so translucent. Like, it just puts just enough for your eye to catch the light on that lid. I really like it. Super affordable. See how minimal it is? It's just not much at all. All right, now, before I move on to mascara, I want to finish out my face. So we've got real minimal makeup on. I'm going to take a little bit of my pressed powder and eyelet, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap in there a little bit and go over all those cream products, and then I'm going to put some powder products on top. Very light. And then I have the shade Scarlet. We're going to take that. If I can find the brush I want. We'll use this. But anyway, I'm going to take the shade Scarlet. I'm going to dust that. Under my eyes. Now, we'll do a tad bit of powder blush and a tad bit of powder bronzer. I love this blush. It matches my shirt. Look how pretty that is. That's also in my TikTok shop. I'm going to use a really soft brush for this. I'm just going to go in, I think, with the lightest pink. We'll see if I need anything else. I'm gonna get a little of the dark. I can't help it. Kind of keep it, ooh yeah, up there, and then I'm gonna dust that off. Yeah. Keep that one up a little bit higher. Now, some bronzer. I love to bronze, especially my forehead. I just think it's just a step I don't ever like to leave out. I kind of dust it down here, but I don't put a whole lot. I used to, but I try to keep it a little bit more minimal. And then I kind of blend it all in. Brings it together. All right, let's do some, let me fix my brow a little bit. I kind of messed it up. Hold on. Let's do some mascara. Now, this week with Younique, the Quadra Mascara is actually free with purchase. The Quadra Mascara is a $55 mascara because it is a 4-in-1. It is actually a, it primes, it's tubing, it has lash serum, fibers in this. And mine is on the empty side. I'm going to sit on it a minute and let's do our lips. We'll warm that up a little bit. I'll curl my lashes and we'll do my lips and then we'll put some mascara on. I did a little curling earlier. This eye is a little ornery. Kind of try to bring that curler out towards the tips a little bit to give them a little bit of a curl. I use my lash serum every day. Every day. All right, what do we want to do for our lips? Let's do, Patience is always a good lip liner. We'll use Patience. And I think I might use Smitten. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Smitten. This is so pretty. I love that. So I'm going to use my Patience lip liner and we'll use the color Smitten lipstick. This is a good shade. This is really a good color for anybody. I really like it. And then we're going to use lipstick in Patience. Not Patience. Smitten. Let's put a little bit, what gloss? But the gloss I want is in my purse. Well, let's... We can just do our lip plumper. Let's just do that. Let's put the lip plumper on. Keep it kind of sheer. I like that. It's pretty. Now, hopefully I have enough mascara. It's warmed up pretty good. Like I said, this mascara is free this week. It is a $55 mascara. See, tubing mascara, and it has lash serum. It is a good mascara. Like I said, mine is drying up. I need another one. I'm going to do one eye at a time since my tube is a little dry. I've had this a while. I cannot stand to waste my mascara now. Well, none of my stuff. It's just, but look at the makeup. See, it's still pretty sheer. You can kind of see through it. But it looks pretty good. Skin is good and hydrated. Just what you need. Let's move to the other side. Let that one sit a minute. I really try to concentrate on the base at first. Really make sure I coat the lash line. This side always does 10 times better than this one. I think I hear my husband driving up. There we go. Now we got the tip ends. There we go. Let's get a little on the lower. Try to keep the lower. It looks better on me if I don't overdo it. get the tip ends makes a big difference. Let me let him know I'm lying. Well, he's not coming back here yet. You can't ever tell what's going to come out of his mouth. Anyway, I think that looks pretty good. I think that's good in summary. It's not too much. It's not too much. I'm going to spray twice. I'm going to spray with my Behold, Touch Behold by Unique. And then I'm going to top it off with my L'Oreal. Our Touch Behold is so good at melding all those powders together and just bringing life back to your face. And then I love this. This is almost like a hairspray. It just locks it down. I'm live.
Okay, I'll just let you know.
Okay, just making sure you dress. You good? I'm almost done. All right, and that's it. So that is our Touch Behold, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible 36-hour wear. This is on my TikTok shop. So y'all have to let me know what you think. Well, I'll take a few pictures. Like I said, the goal here was just to keep it kind of, I mean, pretty but neutral. Summery. And I think that's pretty good. All right, thank y'all for hopping on. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Let me think. So the deals we have going on, don't forget, is the Quadra Mascara is our free gift. That's through Curated. With Beauty Society, our Perfect Form is the product of the month, and you can get that up to 50% off, and you will get a free gua sha. I was going to show you. But if you watch my stories, you'll see me using the gua sha. So you'll get the free gua sha, and it is medical grade stainless steel. So it's a good tool. I love it. You can see when I use it how it just kind of helps to circulate and make things perk up a little bit. So I think that's it. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. Hyaluronic acid that I take with my drink every day. I take with my coffee and my water. If that is something, here's my water right here. I'll put it in here. I use it twice a day. I mean, it's made to use once a day, but I use it in the morning with my coffee, and then when I fill up my big water, I put it in there and drink it again. So can't get too much hydration from the inside out. Y'all let me know if I can help you with anything.